Hey everybody, and welcome to week number 12. We have, at this point, covered all the chapters that we're going to cover before the next test, which is due this Wednesday, April 2nd, at by 11:59. Good news is you took the test 1, or the first unit test, or I guess that's test number 2. You took that first test, and you know what to expect, because test number 3 is a lot like test number 2. So, and it covers chapters 9 through 13, and you know it's going to be a mixture of some of the work assignments that you've done, the ones you've done in Connect, and also some conceptual questions as well. So hopefully you've been taking notes and you're fully prepared to do that. It's just like the other one. It's open notes, open book. You can use Excel. If you've been using Excel to solve problems, you can do that. You can also use your financial calculator. Feel free to use that. So basically the same drill as what test number 2 was. So hopefully after having done that first unit test, you're more prepared to take this next one. So best of luck with that. Let me know if you have any questions. But again, you want to get that done by 11:59 this Wednesday, the 2nd. Okay, you also want to start reading the material for the Enron project and connect with your group mates. So let me explain a little bit about that, what that means. If you go underneath content for in the D12 shell, you will see a tab. It goes about halfway down or so. It says Enron Group Project Documents. That's where you're going to find all the information you will need to know for this particular project. But I'm going to go, one of the first things you want to do is contact your group team members. So, and the way to do that is to open the tab here in D12 called Groups, and it'll show the different groups. There's 4 of them with varying number of people. You're in one of those groups, so please take a look at them. I'm not entirely sure. You might only see the one that you're assigned to, but even if you're not, just look through the other ones and you can see who you're assigned with. Please reach out and contact those people as soon as possible, so you can get moving on it. When I say group project, it's more of a group assignment, and I'll explain it in just a little bit, just a little more detail. The purpose of the group is to get together and have a unified response to some questions about the company called Enron. And that's where you're going to be able to set up something where you can discuss this. Now, you don't have to do this in person. You don't have to do it even like on a video meeting type of thing, but you guys make that decision in terms of how you want to proceed with that. You can share information certainly through collaboration programs, not the least of which you can use the Google suite of things to do that as well, or a application like Skype or something like that certainly works well also. So get the ground rules worked out with your group, do it right away, and you'll be better off for it. So that's how you find that. And to get the information about your classmates, you can look under class list, and generally speaking, you'll see the different people in the class and their emails and things like that. So take the initiative, be a leader, get the thing going for your particular group. So let's go back to the content on it. So the instructions are underneath this Word document called Enron Case Instructions. You can have one person basically writing what you're agreed to. And when I say write, you can do this collaboratively, but they'll be the ones that turn in the assignment. You're only going to turn in one assignment per group. You don't have to do it individually. Also in this thing is something called an Enron student evaluation, which is what I want every group member, and you are responsible for doing this. It's not an optional thing, to evaluate your group members, and which brings up a really good point. And we've all been involved in group projects before, where some people just don't pull their weight. They just don't engage. They're always seemingly more busy than everybody else, and they can't possibly find time to work together to get a group project done. as a group, what I'm going to suggest you do is forget them, move along. They're just on their way to not a great grade, and then you can give me feedback in the student evaluation that they didn't contribute. So it's not a hard project to get done. You could do it individually, but I want you to work together because it's an important skill to take away from school. You will work in work groups, I almost guarantee it, in your future. So it's just good practice, if you will. A couple other things to look at is there's background information on the Enron documentary, which might help you understand a little bit more about what Enron's about. You can certainly look things up. You even look at the Wikipedia page. It's by and large pretty accurate, so it gives you a rough idea what's involved with it. And then you're going to watch. Ultimately, the cornerstone of this thing is a documentary put together called The Smartest Guys in the Room. That film link works. I tried it, so I know it works as of Sunday night anyway. So you should be in good shape to be able to watch it online like that. But it's a documentary. And most students find this a very interesting documentary on multiple levels. We're going to look at it from a finance standpoint, but you can see a lot of things going on here that are just absolutely amazing that this happens in a company. So don't think it's not really a tainted thing. All these things happen, and there were belated action taken as a result of what Enron did. It is an interesting study. So I hope you get something out of it and hope you really enjoy it. You're ultimately going to also take your information and post it online in a discussion post. That's the only discussion post you're basically going to do for class. And you're going to respond to people's posts as well. All the instructions are there for you under the discussions tab. And so that's the Enron project. I think you'll enjoy it. Again, I'm going to get your group together. Those who are going to participate, work forward. And for those of you who think they're going to wait for you, they're not. And I'm not going to encourage them to wait for you either. So you have to jump on this thing, become involved in it. That's what it is to be part of a team and part of a work group. Okay, so that's it. That's it for this week. If you have any questions about anything going on for this week, please let me know. I wish you the very best of luck with it. I think you're going to enjoy it. And great luck on the test. And we'll talk to you next week.